Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Genevieve Wang, Vice President of Product at Bright Idea.
Hey guys! Thank you. Hello everybody. It's been really exciting connecting with all of you today. I love hearing what you've been up to, and I want to extend a warm welcome to all our new Bright Idea Innovation Managers in the crowd today. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. As you can see, we've been busy getting ready for all of you today, and we have a lot of updates we're excited to share with you as part of our Fall 2017 release. Earlier today, Matt gave us an overview of how we see the innovation management landscape unfolding and how we plan to support you in your corporate innovation journeys with our products. Different members of our product team will be joining me on stage today as we unveil our latest product updates over the course of this next hour. First, we're going to be telling you about all the updates we've made to our product for challenges. And then we're going to introduce to you a brand new product for running your innovation lab. We're also going to give you our latest updates to building your innovation ecosystem and for achieving organizational transformation. All told, we'll be hitting feature highlights for our fall release and also sharing our 6 new apps. Before I dive in, let's just take a quick look at where we have been. Last fall, many of you will remember, we gave you 9 new innovation apps to help you save time and money running your innovation program activities and to help you expand your roles as innovation program leaders. You did hear from Anthony during our skit. We are constantly monitoring our metadata so that we know which apps you guys are using the most. What we did learn, our apps for running challenges lead the way, solve, optimize, discuss. And our suggestion box app, Suggest, is also a powerful use case that many of you are taking advantage of. As we go through our product updates, you will notice that we've chosen to go deeper in the areas where our customers are using our software the most. But of course, all of the features we share with you will be generally available for your use across your platforms, across all apps. So we're going to start off with Bright Idea for Innovation Challenges. And as you know, we do have the world's most powerful platform for running crowdsourced innovation challenges with advanced functionality already, like custom skinning, widgets, a scheduling tool, and collaborative evaluations. We've been hard at work at improving the apps that you know and love. And in fact, we've actually made over 80 product improvements over the course of this past year. Allison Heisner, Senior Product Manager on our team, is going to join me on stage to walk you through our highlights. Welcome, Allison. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Great. And are you ready to jump into the release with me?
I sure am.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so today we are going to highlight 3 key features we're adding for challenges. We have a brand new homepage to share with you. We have new technology around handwriting recognition and a new sponsor survey. And in addition to that, we have 2 glowing apps here. These are 2 new apps we're going to share with you for running challenges. All right, so Allison is going to, okay. First of all, we do want to say a big thank you to our customers who have been a critical part of our customer research process. These are customers that have participated in our challenge stakeholder group and have given us enormous insight over how they run their challenges. They've given us feature feedback, and in some cases, they even invited us to their sites so that we could observe their challenges real time, live in process. So thank you. You've been an enormous help to our product team. so all right. So Allison is now going to pull up an example of a solved challenge for fixing defects on a car production line. What our customer stakeholders did teach us is that the hardest thing about running problem-solving challenges is making sure that the audience fully understands what they're being asked to solve, what they're being asked to work on. We do believe that this new site homepage is going to help in a number of different ways. So this totally revamped challenge brief section is designed to help challenge managers better flesh out the problem. For example, it's super easy to edit this challenge brief. Click right in. And yeah, much easier widget editing. And in addition, we've added a Q&A section. So this is a place where participants can ask questions about the challenge. And of course, the moment an admin or a sponsor responds to that question, notifications go back out to all of the participants. One other area I do want to highlight, Allison, right here, sorry. We do also have a poll here. So that's a way for participants to indicate to the admins if this challenge brief is clear or not. So the admin knows, do I need to go back in and flesh it out a little more? All right, now we're going to go back up. So up here in the upper right, we have this really exciting new widget that shows who has checked into the challenge. Now, it doesn't look like much, but let me explain. This is actually built on a proprietary algorithm, and that means that any user looking at it is guaranteed to see faces that they know based on data that we've collected around their profile and their activity in the platform. Yeah. And of course, this page is fully mobile responsive. So this is what your user would see if they're accessing the challenge via a mobile device. So moving on, we know that for some challenges, your participants do not have access to a computer or mobile phone during their shift. And sometimes a good old-fashioned paper form is still what's going to get you the best engagement. So this new technology is pretty simple. You have your participant write their idea onto a piece of paper, a paper form, and with our new handwriting technology, we're going to be able to help you digitize those ideas straight into your Bright Idea Challenge. This is an example of an idea that we uploaded with our new technology. Yeah. All right, one last key feature we want to share with you is our brand new sponsor survey tool. As innovation program managers, it's really important for you to gather feedback from your sponsors so that you can continue to improve your service. This brand new sponsor survey is what you can send out to your sponsor at the end of a challenge. And by the way, I'm excited about this. Based on data from our stakeholder group, we're seeing 83% of the challenges you've been running have been considered successful by your sponsors. I think that's remarkable. Nice job. All right, to wrap up our updates for Bright Idea for Innovation Challenges, I told you we have 2 new apps to launch this year and share with you. We have an app for naming projects and an app for running awards programs. So we're going to start here with our naming app. We learned from you guys that you create a lot of custom challenges for naming projects on your Bright Idea platforms. So we thought that we could help you save some time if we give you an app for doing that. Here we have a challenge for employees to name the new sales training program. As you would expect for any Bright Idea app, everything is pre-configured and ready to go. On the back end that Allison's going to show us, we have pre-configured steps for a collaborative selection process. There goes my mic. All right. You'll notice that we've got a great new feature for you here. This is new. We've added a way for you to see your evaluation scores directly on the steps view. No longer do you have to click deep into the Manage page to see that really important information. We're also, oh, yeah, way better. All right, thanks. Okay, so we will let you also sort the step by score so you can look at your data that way. And we do venture to guess that it would take about a third of the effort and time to find a name using our new app versus the prior means that you've been using. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's take a quick look at our Employee Awards Program app, the Recognize app. We learned that it takes a lot of time and resources to set up an employee awards program. You need to build a high quality site, you need to invite the right people, manage the nominations that come in. That's probably why a lot of you guys started using the Bright Idea platform to do this activity. So of course we thought, why not make it even easier for you to do this? So what Allison has up here is a beautiful award site for Innovator of the Year at Artemis Financial. And this was, of course, created with our Recognize app with just a few clicks. So in summary, for Bright Idea for Challenges, we've released some great new feature improvements, handwriting technology, and even 2 new apps for you to your toolkit. So I'm really excited for this next section. Matt shared with you earlier, we are releasing a new product for Innovation Labs today. Sarah McGluyan from our product team has been leading the charge on this effort, and she's going to join me on stage to share what we've got in store for you. So welcome, Sarah, and thank you, Allison.
Thanks, Genevieve.
Hi, Sarah. So we did our skit earlier today, not only to show you a day in the life of our product team, but also to try to bring to life for you our product vision for Innovation Labs. We're trying to show the very real challenges that faced by a team tackling new growth opportunities. You probably noticed and heard the same key concepts that kept coming up: knowing your target customer, identifying your riskiest assumptions, running experiments. And you also heard needs around teams working together, sharing project files, setting milestones, knowing your tasks. So that's what we put at the core of our new product for Innovation Labs. We want to keep everyone in sync, and we want to make sure that team is focused on the most important things for their project. We've been seeing a really exciting trend around the emergence of funded innovation labs. We heard quite a few stories earlier today about our customers doing this. More and more of our customers are running labs, and these labs have the budget and authority to tackle new growth opportunities. They're taking opportunities from initial concept all the way through early development and the start of the commercialization process. Innovation labs search for opportunities where product meets market needs, where technology aligns with consumer demand, in order to drive growth, in order to build competitive advantage, in order to help your companies outflank disruption. And of course, they operate with a lean startup mindset so that these pretty small teams can have outsized, enormous impact for their companies. And this is all in the spirit of what Eric Rees spoke with us about earlier today. So, even if you haven't quite dabbled in this type of activity yet, we hope that you'll be paying attention to it, because we do believe that this trend is just going to continue to grow in the coming years. So, back to product. Our new product for Innovation Labs is built on our Bright Idea platform, and we've designed it to help you run a world-class innovation lab. Sarah and I are going to highlight some key new feature areas that we've built for this lab. We've got a new collaborative team workspace for you. We have a new project gallery page, an integration with Slack, and new features to support business impact tracking. Ooh. So, Sarah, do you feel ready for us to show everybody what we've got for Innovation Labs?
Yeah, I'm hoping they like it.
All right, should we start with the team workspace?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so Our brand new collaborative team workspace is designed to help innovation teams adopt a lean mindset, stay focused, and stay in sync. So we're going to journey to visit the Artemis Technologies Innovation Lab. And Sarah, right now, she's on a project page for Artemis Fresh. As you might be able to guess, this is a new concept for a grocery delivery service that one of the lab teams is working on. So from here, the Artemis Fresh lab team member can access their team workspace for their project. This team workspace gives the project team everything it needs to stay focused on what's important. So they can track milestones. So let's say this Artemis Fresh team just achieved its milestone to do that same day delivery POC in San Francisco. So we're gonna mark that complete. And then project teams, of course, always have a place where they put their shared documents. So that's why we built a new project files section. And here we give the teams access to their shared files, from customer research notes to competitor tracking to new product designs. And as you'll note here, we've even included an easy Box embed feature. So that'll support any team that's using Box for their collaborative file sharing. We're going to go a little deeper into a few areas of this new team workspace. And those areas are the business model area, the riskiest assumptions area, and our new business impact area. So Sarah, where should we go first?
Why don't we start with business model?
Okay. Go into business model. We saw and heard, you guys heard the business model canvas mentioned a couple times earlier today. So a lot of innovation labs are using this tool. They're having project teams fill out business model templates. Our new business model area is meant to help teams build that holistic view for their innovation projects. That means we're gonna force our engineers to go beyond cool technology, and we're gonna force our business people, the marketing guys, to go beyond pricing and packaging strategies. That means that customer development does happen alongside product development. All right, the Artemis Fresh team has been hard at work here. They've been working on the building blocks of the business model canvas. And they filled out who their key channels, what their key channels are, their customer relationships, revenues, costs, and other key building blocks. You will note that, of course, when any team member updates any aspect of this business model, we will be sending notifications out to all teammates because we need everyone to stay in sync. And one bonus feature that we have added here is that team members can export their business model to PDF. Here, so here's all that data you just saw in that familiar business model canvas format that you're all familiar with. Yeah. You guys like that? Cool, thanks, Sarah. So we're gonna go back. We wanna show you our risks section. Okay, so risks. No innovation team likes to talk about risks, but as you innovation leaders know, it's pretty critical for these teams to identify their risks and acknowledge them. In fact, one of you guys we talked to in customer research, you told us, if your team is not working on their riskiest assumption for their project, then they're wasting their time. So it's pretty serious. In this riskiest assumptions area, teams will list and then they can rank, they can drag and drop the riskiest based on level of risk. We will also let you tie any risk to any particular aspect of your business model. So there's an integration there between the different areas. You can mark it as related to cost structure or channels, for instance. And of course, whenever we add a new risk or a risk is resolved, we're gonna notify all of your team members again. So we're gonna keep people alerted on the latest on your project. We will also, as you will note, up here at the very top, we're gonna make sure that project team keeps in mind their #1 riskiest assumption at any given time. So we surface that at all times. Sarah, shall we move on to business impact?
Last but not least.
Okay. All right, so we want to show you our wholly improved business impact tracking feature. Here, the project team can enter a high-level summary of their projected revenues. Any further detail can be added here with an Excel document, and any other type of attachment can be added as well. The lab leader or lab manager will likely want to add what investments have been made in this particular innovation project. So any seed funding, follow-on funding can all get documented here as well. Down below, Sarah's showing we also have an area for non-financial impact. So environmental impact, for instance, can be logged here. Of course, we will also track as new versions, as updates are made, we'll be tracking all the versions over time. So that's our new team workspace area for innovation project teams.
How about we show them the project gallery feature next?
I think that sounds great. Let's do that. All right, so innovation lab leaders are responsible for communicating and showcasing what's going on in their labs. And that's really important because company leaders need to be aware of the lab's exciting progress. It takes a while sometimes for these projects to yield results that hit the bottom line. So let's show these leaders, these executives, what's happening. Our new project gallery is designed exactly to support you with this. We've pretty much fully revamped the idea board's experience. First and foremost, we've added the search functionality that so many of you have been asking us for. We've also totally upgraded the filtering and sorting experience, so you'll be much more easily be able to find what you're looking for. Okay, so we will walk through a couple examples for some of these new filtering capabilities. So let's say I am an executive at Artemis Technologies, and I want to see the projects in our lab that are aligned with our strategic objective for data solutions and are in the pilot stage. So there we go. Or perhaps I want to see what active projects in our lab have the greatest projected revenues. So the slider here is going to help us see based on the projected benefit. Our new project gallery features will make it extremely easy for you to do all of this. And finally, Sarah and I want to show you two new features we have for giving lab managers better oversight over their labs. First, we're excited to share that we've rolled out support for Slack. Many of you use Slack for real-time communications within your lab. Now, we can push updates directly to any Slack channel of your choice whenever either a new project is submitted or a new comment is added to a project. This keeps everyone in your lab up to date on the latest. And also, for oversight, of course, you would like to visualize the impact that your lab is making. We are really excited to share with you our new pipeline-level business impact dashboard. This is where innovation lab leaders will get a single-page summary of their lab's financial metrics. This top area here, we're showing you the projected impact of that lab against the actuals. And that red target line, that's fully configurable. So let's say that you've been on track to hit your target for your lab, but because of that, your boss decided to bump up your target. So we're gonna do that and show you how that works. So there you go. Down below, we're gonna show you all the top projects that are contributing business impact to your lab. You can even search for a specific project you might have in mind. And just one more thing, our new business impact dashboard is connected to our new team workspace. So as the head of your innovation lab, you're gonna be able to get a real-time quick view update for any project in your lab. For Artemis Fresh, you can see your upcoming milestones, incomplete tasks, experiments that are coming up, and yeah, remember those risks? That's our number one riskiest assumption around willingness to pay. So what do you guys think? Yeah! your innovation lab, the place where companies tackle their riskiest and also their highest potential growth opportunities for the business. We do believe that innovation labs have unique needs, and we do believe that the features we've created for you and we're releasing today are going to help your labs get on the road to success. So finally, our product updates for organization-wide transformation and for building your innovation ecosystem. Joseph Childress, Senior Product Manager from our product team, has owned much of our new product development in these areas. So he's going to join me on stage now to look at our new apps and feature updates for these areas. Thank you, Sarah. Welcome, Joseph. Many of you have been tackling organization-wide transformation. You're infusing your organizations with innovation, whether it's through a global suggestion box or through activities like digital transformation. We also found that many of you are expanding your innovation ecosystem with open innovation, and that means connecting with universities, co-creation that we heard about earlier today, partners, and also working with startups. So we've got product updates for you in both of these areas. And we're excited to share with you for transformation. We have feature improvements for our Suggest app, action item improvements. We also have an Amazon Alexa skill we'd like to share with you. And yes, 2 more glowing apps up there for transformation. And also for building out your innovation ecosystem, we have 2 new apps there for you as well. So Joseph.
Hey, Genevieve.
Hey. Where should we start?
Let's tackle transformation.
All right, that sounds good. So we've actually designed 2 new apps for you to support org-wide transformation. We have the app for digital transformation, our new Transform app, and we'll also have a new app for you for internal consulting teams. That's called our Consult app. So we're really excited about this digital transformation trend. We see whole organizations changing how they do business from top to bottom. And our new Transform app is designed to help teams that implement these types of digital transformation projects that are typically based out of either a chief digital officer's office or perhaps the CIO or even in IT. And since transformation does touch everyone in the company, we want to ensure that the digital transformation team can collect project ideas from any employee. So this is a site for collecting those project opportunities. But what was really interesting is that in our work with these teams, we learned that the most important value that we'll be able to offer for them is to make sure that they identify the best possible projects to work on. I think the best way for us to show you the essence of what we mean by this is probably to go to the steps view so we can look at the workflow that we've developed. So it's all about driving objective, data-driven decisions. We ensure that ROI analysis is happening so that through collaborative evaluation, these teams are selecting not just the most popular project opportunity or the one that shouts the loudest, but the one that's actually going to be likely to deliver the best impact. So let's go to our new Consult app, the app for internal consulting teams. So most of your companies probably have these kinds of teams. They're focused on driving change management throughout the organization, improvements to the business operations. Here, we've actually used our Consult app to create a site for the business excellence team at Artemis. And this is where business leaders and department heads will be able to submit project opportunities, basically anywhere where they'd like this consulting team to help them streamline their business processes. The biggest problem that these internal consulting teams face is they get a ton of project requests, and it's usually far more than they can actually take on. And so that's why it's really all about prioritization. The customers we know who are doing this, it's all about a cost-benefit analysis and then building that prioritized backlog that they can then work from, pulling from the top. So we want to help them focus on projects that have the highest potential business impact. So beyond these 2 apps for org transformation, we have a few feature updates that we want to share as well. So Joseph, should we give them a look?
All right, let's show them the goods.
Okay, cool. We're on our Suggest app. You guys told us you're processing a ton of ideas, and we understand that keeping ideas progressing through that workflow is pretty key to running a successful suggestion box. So that is why we've made a bunch of improvements to our action items based on the feedback you've given us. First of all, you told us, can't we just cancel the action items once we move an idea out of a step? Okay, we get it. So we've added that option for you. You also asked us, can we make it easier to move ideas from one category owner to another category owner? That makes sense too. So Joseph is showing we have an easy way for you to do that now. And additionally, we've also added the ability to assign development action items directly to idea owners. And the action item improvement that I'm most excited about, we've added a new feature so that you can now send configurable recurring reminders to the assignee until that action item is completed. With this, we've also built an escalation path so that you, as an admin, can be automatically informed when the process is held up. Okay. Thanks. Okay, last but certainly not least, for feature updates, we've introduced a wholly new way for employees to submit ideas. We've introduced an Amazon Alexa skill. I need a third hand. Okay, an Amazon Alexa skill. Hold on, put this down. Okay. So that employees can share ideas anywhere you put one of these Echo devices. So our new tech is going to allow you to collect ideas from employees who might not spend their time at a computer. For example, you might have employees you want ideas from, but they work on a factory floor, or maybe they're in a retail store. Would you guys like to see how this works? Yeah! Okay, let's do it. Hey, Matt. All right. So let's say we work at Artemis Industries, and we want to set up a suggestion box for the workers in our regional delivery centers. These workers don't have computers, so we're going to put an Amazon Echo in their break room. All right. Do you want to?
Go ahead.
No? Okay, it's my idea, so. All right. Alexa, launch Bright Idea. Launch Bright Idea.
Welcome to Bright Idea. Please state your idea.
Let's create a dog-friendly office.
Your idea has been successfully posted. I hope everyone is enjoying Synthesize.
All right. And now you will see that my idea will show up on the idea boards page for this Suggest initiative.
There it is.
What do you guys think? To cap off this section, we want to share with you the last of our new apps. As Matt alluded to earlier, we're committed to helping you build out your innovation ecosystem, and that means tapping startups external to your company. We have 2 new apps for expanding your ecosystem. We have the app for corporate venture capital, the Venture app, and we have the app for corporate accelerators, the Accelerate app. So Joseph, could we pull up the Venture app to show everybody?
Will do.
Thank you. Our new venture app helps corporate venture teams manage the deal flow with less overhead. On the front end, the corporate VC can invite any employee to suggest startups for consideration for investment. This will help the VC get great potential leads through employee referrals. Let's take a look at a deal moving through the VC's deal flow process. So up front, of course, through sourcing, we have screening and we have evaluation. And then as we move on, we're gonna get into the due diligence process and term sheet negotiations. And we also recognize that it doesn't end with the funding. Of course, the VC is going to be able need to also monitor the investment and track any exits in their business impact tracking. Bright Idea will provide a structured workflow throughout this process with automated communications for that whole investment team. And then finally, we're going to talk about our new app for corporate accelerators. This is our Accelerate app. We're going to help the leader of the corporate accelerator manage startups through the program. Here we have the site that's been created for startups in Artemis Financial's 2017 Accelerator program. This app is designed to help accelerators guide their startup teams through distinct checkpoints in the program. We're going to start with kickoff and finding mentors, these typical stages you're going to find in these programs. And then there's a whole phase around startup development, which involves a number of office hours or meetings with the accelerator team, culminating in presentation development, rehearsals, and of course, demo day. We've added a bunch of helpful tips for the startups along the way. So Joseph's showing here, for instance, heading into demo day, those startup teams kind of need to make sure they've got everything sorted out. So here's a checklist for that team to go through. So in summary, we're really excited about what we've got for org-wide transformation and for helping you build out your innovation ecosystem. And we have a lot in store for you in these two areas in our fall release. We've got the new feature improvements for Suggest, but also 4 new apps and that Amazon Alexa integration.
Woo! Yeah.
All in all, our fall 2017 release includes tons of improvements for innovation challenges, a wholly new product for innovation labs, and new features and apps throughout for building your innovation ecosystem and transforming your organization. And don't forget, all of the features we did share with you today are readily available for your use in your systems, across app types, and in your custom pipelines as well. In closing, we are so thankful to be on this journey with you. Every year, you take things up another notch or two. We're so impressed with how you continue to push the envelope, and we can only play our part by doing the same. So if I can leave you with one thing, please keep thinking bigger in everything you do as we head into 2018. Your companies need you. Thank you.
Woo!